Hey everyone, welcome back to Hit Wicket, and today I thought I'd do another team preview for the T20 World Cup. So today I'm going to do Bangladesh. Be sure to check out my other team previews. I've done Australia, England and New Zealand. The link is above. So here we have Bangladesh's squad. Pretty stock standard, most of the players you'd expect in there. See the surprise dropping of Mamadullah Riyad. But excluding that, I think most of the other players you'd expect them to be in the squad. Sabir is probably a bit of a surprise, but we'll see how that goes. I think a big problem with this Bangladesh side is they've had a poor run in the T20 format leading into this World Cup. They had a very bad Asia Cup. They have not performed in the T20 format as they have in, for example, the ODI format at all. They struggle to get those big totals. They don't really have a lot of wicket takers in non-spinning conditions. They haven't really played much in Australian type conditions, like those pacey, bouncy wickets. Maybe the players who have played here before would be different, like Shakib obviously is experienced enough. For those who are new and have never played in these sort of conditions, who have always been playing in Bangladesh, it will definitely be a huge change from what they're expecting. I don't think they have a true X factor in this lineup as well, which is not dissimilar to New Zealand if you saw my preview for that. I feel like Bangladesh don't really have that X factor wicket taker who can just take wickets at will, like Rashid Khan or something, or with the bat they don't have that guy who can get 50 or 15 balls and change the whole game. They don't really have that in their side from anyone I can see. But as we know, that's not the be all and end all. You can still play well. New Zealand many times have not had an X factor, but they've performed extremely well at World Cups. Now, leading into their most probable 11, I would say Liton Das would be opening the batting, and the other opener I have is Mehedi Hassan. I know he hasn't opened the batting that much, but every time he has, I feel he's proven himself. And he's proven to be a willing ally to Liton Das actually a couple of times. I think it would give him more responsibility, which isn't a bad thing either, especially with this this inexperienced Bangladeshi side that we have here. At number 3, I have Shakib. At number 4, I have Yasir Ali. But if he performs badly, I'd replace him with Sabir. At number 5, I have the keeper Nurul Hassan. At number 6, I have the brilliant finisher Afif, who has been in very good form leading into this World Cup. At number 7, I have Mossadegh. At number 8, I have Saifuddin. At number 9, I have Ebadot. At number 10, I have Tuskin. And number 11, I have the Fizz. Obviously, one of those seamers would go out for Nasum if conditions dictate that, but I think most of the conditions will need the pace, and you have already Shakib and Mehedi who can both bowl. So putting Mehedi up the top also gives you that balance by picking 4 seamers and still having 3 spinners as an option. Looking at their top 3 performers, number 1, I can't go past Shakib. I think he has to be one of the top performers for them to do well in this World Cup. He has to bowl well or bat well, or ideally he has to do both well. But if he can still do one of them extremely well, it will help Bangladesh go far in this tournament. Number 2, I have Tuskin. As if you've seen my other Bangladesh videos, you know I'm a huge fan of Tuskin and the work he's done the last couple of years. He's become much bigger and stronger. He's bowling quicker. He's bowling more accurate. And I feel his performances have gone up in the last couple of years. So hopefully he can continue that in conditions that will suit him, unlike Bangladesh conditions. And at number 3, I have Liton Das. Liton Das has been in the form of his life in the last 2 years in all formats. He's been scoring hundreds at will. He's been one of the best batsmen in the world in the test format, especially like wicketkeeper batsman. He's been one of the best. And I feel he can continue that run of form in Australia. Whether they'll help Bangladesh or not, I think others will have to perform as well. But I have little doubt that he won't perform as well as he has. The only little worry is that he has been injured of recent, so he hasn't had much game time. But hopefully he can get enough training in before the World Cup happens and continue the form that he's been on. Now, where do I see them finishing? Well, my background is obviously Bengali. I do go for Australia as well and Bangladesh both. But if I'm being completely honest with myself, I do not see Bangladesh going past the group stage. I see very, very little chance they will. And honestly, even winning a game, I think they'll struggle. I think they'll win a game against the other qualifier team. But in terms of going through and beating the big teams that are in their group, like the India, Pakistan, I can't see them beating any of those teams. Those teams are far too strong and far too experienced for the likes of this Bangladesh side. It's unfortunate, but hopefully if they can give India, Pakistan, and those sort of teams a run for their money. That'll be a good effort from them, but it'll be a struggle for them to get through the group stage for sure. So let me know in the comments below how you think Bangladesh will go in this World Cup. Who do you think the top performers will be? And until next time, I'll see you guys later.
Calm before the storm, things aren't